what's up, you guys? This is me, Lady Simone, and if you don't know, now you know. So I am back with another hair tutorial, and this tutorial is going to be kind of like an accident, to be honest, because I accidentally came about this color. Now, it didn't quite exactly come out to be the color that I wanted it to be, but it is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful color, a lot of dimensions when it comes to the different colors, the different tones. There was a lot of chaos that had to happen in order to get this. So if you guys want to get into this video of how I got this beautiful tritone, quadratone, six-top tone type of color, then just keep on watching. So this video is sponsored by Georgia Peach. This is their wig that I was wearing in my last video. Make sure you look up or in the cards for that video before you guys watch this one to see about the beautiful color. Alright, so what you guys see me doing here is basically sectioning off the hair, and I am going to go ahead and tie a rubber band at the ends. Now what I was trying to do was I was trying to create different dimensions within the hair because I wanted some blonde to show through. I wanted the ends to be blonde. I'm going to show you guys a picture of what I tried to do. Not exactly the color, but the technique and placement of the color. But unfortunately that did not work out correctly. So I basically did this all over the head. I took some pieces off from the end to, you know, try to give the illusion of having, you know, blonde streaks in the hair. And, you know, all I did was just basically comb the hair out and section it off and put a rubber band at the end. So here what you guys see me doing is I sectioned off the front pieces of the hair because I wanted to have a little bit more blonde to frame my face. So I sectioned those pieces off, not to necessarily keep them blonde, but I just wanted this blonde to be up a little bit higher. So I took two pieces from the front of the hair to have that little illusion that it seems to be a trend going on right now, to have those two little front blonde pieces in the front. So I decided to try to do that as well. So what I did was I mixed one part of Adore's ginger to one part of Adore's crimson. Actually, no, I actually used a little bit more of the ginger and put probably like one little squirt of the crimson because I didn't want, like I said, I was trying to create dimensions in the hair, so I didn't add too much of the red. I still wanted to have like that gingery reddish type color. That's what I was going for. Didn't pan out that way, but so I literally took the most of the ginger with one part of the red, and I started to paint every other section of the hair. Like I said, just trying to create dimension. So I painted every other section of the hair, and I did the same thing with just the crimson. So these are the two colors that I used. I believe this is burgundy as well as garnet from Ion Color Brilliance. So I mixed those together. I did get the permanent one from the Ion Color Brilliance. So I mixed those two together. One was liquid, one was cream, some 20 volume developer, and I just went ahead and went over the hair because as you guys can see, it looks like ketchup and mustard. Like, it really looks like ketchup and mustard. When I tried to wash the hair out, the red went straight on down to the ends of the hair. So I used color remover on the ends of the hair, and it turned it yellow a little bit, so you guys could see that. I already have a video of the color remover that I used, of how you use the color remover, so I'll link that in the cards as well. But I didn't show that because at this point in time, It was already so late and I was over it. I was just so over the fact that this color did not turn out the way that I wanted it to. So and even though I still took my time when it came to placing this color, as you guys will see, the color still ran down on the blonde. So I'm not really sure how to properly execute that technique, but I tried. So, and I let this process on the hair for about 40 minutes. The other two colors I let it sit on the hair for overnight because they're semi-permanent, but I let this color process for about 40 minutes. So as you guys can see, there are different tones in the hair. I did get dimensions when it came to the hair. It just wasn't the color of the dimensions that I wanted. But the hair is nonetheless still beautiful. The color is still beautiful. And as you guys can see, once I put heat on the hair a little bit, the ends get a little bit lighter. So that was a good thing. It was kind of like a strawberry blondish type color, rose goldy looking type of color. So I think that the color came out pretty nice. So all you guys see me doing is just doing some simple flat iron curls. They're very simple to do. Once that was done, I just took some flexi rods and I I flexi rodded the hair up and let it stay overnight because I didn't want the curls to drop, but I just wanted some really tight, beautiful, bouncy curls. So I went ahead and I flexi rodded it so it could turn out to be voluptuous and beautiful and curly. Is the next day and I am taking these curls out, and as you guys can see, the curls turn out really beautiful. They turned out very bouncy. They are tight, you know, so I'm gonna have to work with them, but I believe that the curls came out super beautiful. The wig is still glueless and it fits pretty flush to my head. I did put an elastic cap, an elastic band in the wig so that way it could lay as flush as possible. Alright, so got my lace laid down because I wanted to actually glue it down because I want my baby hairs to show and stuff. So I'm just going to take a little bit of argan oil and kind of run my fingers through my curls. Cause see this one right here, this one is perfect, but it's not flowing like I want it to, so I'm gonna wrap it. So that's pretty much it. That's everything when it comes to how I obtained this hair color that gave me so much hard trouble and still isn't how I wanted it to be, but the color is absolutely beautiful still nonetheless. The tones in the color and the tones in the hair, the different gradients of the pink and the red, and it came out to be a very, very beautiful color. Did manage to keep the front pieces silver, gray or blondish or whatever the case may be. So I'm happy about that. They still look a little pink, but at least there's a little blonde going on in there, because I just didn't want to have just a complete red wig, you know what I'm saying? I needed to have some dimension into this thing. But I think I did a really good job when it came to adding dimension, adding different variances of color and stuff of that nature. It just, the integrity of this wig, the flow, the luster is still standing. It's still beautiful. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion right now. I feel like Megan. I will link all of Georgia Peach's information down in the description. I believe they're still having a sale going on too, so you guys want to make sure that you're partaking in that sale. Make sure you guys are following me on all my social medias. I'm on Snapchat and Instagram. Check the description down below for all the details and things of that nature. And really hope you guys enjoyed this wig. If you guys did, make sure you give me a thumbs up, because it does help me out a lot when you guys support my videos. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.